On last turn we have studied percentage. Let us see an example. Let us see an example based on percentage. What percent of 3 by 5 is 1 by 25? That is, we have to find what percent of 3 by 5 is 1 by 25. यानी 3 by 5 का कितना परसेंट 1 by 25 है. तो let us assume that x percent of 3 by 5 is 1 by 25. Now if we write it in mathematical symbols, that is x percent means x upon 100, of means multiplication, 3 by 5 and is means is equals to 1 by 25. Now we know how to solve this. X by 100 is equals to 1 by 25 into, since 3 by 5 was multiplying here, so when we will take 3 by 5 on the other side of the equation, it will divide, or we can say we will multiply by the reciprocal of 3 by 5, that is 5 by 3. Now x will be equals to 1 by 25 into 5 by 3 into, since 100 was dividing by x, therefore it will be multiplied here. Now we can solve this. 25 ones are and 25 4 times. Therefore it will be equals to 20 upon 3, that will be equals to 6 2 by 3. Therefore x will be equals to 6 2 by 3 percentage. Therefore x is 2 by 3 percent. Therefore the answer, what percent of 3 by 5 is 125 is, the answer will be 6 2 by 3 percent of 3 by 5 is 125, is 1 upon 25. Next is increased or decreased percent. Now increased percent is equals to initial value is equals to final value minus initial value whole upon initial value into 100. Whenever we calculate percentage with respect to anything, we mostly find it with the initial value. And if we have to find the decreased percent is equals to initial value minus final value upon initial value into 100. Now let us see few examples based on it. The population of a city decreased from 25,000 to 24,500. So we have to find the percentage decreased. It is very simple to find the decrease percentage. Here you can see that the initial value, the question says the population of the city is decreased from 25,000 to 24,500. That is, initially it was 25,000 and finally it has become 24,500. So it is decreased. Now first we will find out how much is the decrease. The initial population is equals to 25,000 and the final population is 25,500. Final population is 24,500. Now the decrease is equals to 25,000 minus 24,500. So it is equals to 500. Now we have to find the decrease percent. So it will be equals to change in value, original value into 100. It is the same formula which I have written earlier, but what I have used here is change in value instead of writing final value instead of writing initial value minus final value. Now the change was of 500, so it will be written 500 at the place of change in value, and the original value, that was the original population of the town or the city, was 25,000, and to convert it into percentage we will multiply it by 100. Now we will simplify it. 2 zeros will get cancelled by 2 zeros, 1 zero will get cancelled by 1 zero, and 25 will cancel 50 2 times. So it will be equals to 2%. So there is a decrease of 2% in the population. Next example, Arun bought a car for rupees 3,50,000. The next year, the price went up to rupees 3,70,000. Now what was the percent of price increase? Now see, Arun bought a car for rupees 3,50,000. Next year the price went up to 3,70,000. Here we can see easily that the price have increased. Initially it was 3,50,000 and finally it has become 3,70,000. So there is an increase. So first we will write the initial price. It was rupees 3,50,000. The final price became rupees 3,70,000. Now the increase in price is equals to 5. Finally it became 3,70,000. Now the increase in price is equals to rupees 3,70,000 minus rupees 3,50,000. It will be equals to rupees 20,000. Now the increase percent will be rupees 20,000, that is the change in value, upon the initial value, that is 3,50,000 into 100. Since we have to convert it into percentage, now 2 zeros will get cancelled by 2 zeros. Here again 2 zeros will get cancelled. We can also cancel it by 5. 5 sevens are 35. Then 5 fours are 20. It will be equals to 40. So it will be equals to 40 upon 7%. Or we can write 5 by 7%. So the increase in the price from the original value is of 5 by 7%. Let us see few more examples based on percentage. A's salary is 50% more than B's salary. How much percent is B's salary less than A's? Now in this question is given that A's salary is 50% more than B's salary. That is A की जो सैलरी है वो B की सैलरी से 50% ज़्यादा है. हाउ मच परसेंट इज B's सैलरी लेस देन A's सैलरी? जो हमें वैल्यू गिवन है वो हमें गिवन है कि A की सैलरी कितनी ज़्यादा है B की सैलरी से, लेकिन हमसे पूछा है कि B की सैलरी A की सैलरी से कितनी % कम है. तो ये फाइंड करने के लिए पहले हमें B की सैलरी पता होनी चाहिए, लेकिन यहाँ पे हमें B की सैलरी तो पता ही नहीं है. सो लेट अस अज्यूम दैट लेट B's salary be ₹100. Now since B's salary is ₹100 and we know that A's salary is 50% more than B's salary, so first we will find out the 50% of B's salary, and B's salary is ₹100. So it will be equals to 50 upon 100 into ₹100. So it will be equals to ₹50. Now since A's salary is ₹50 more than B's salary, therefore A's salary will be ₹100 plus ₹50. Since A's salary is 50% more than B's salary, B की सैलरी 100 रुपये है तो A की सैलरी उससे 50% ज़्यादा, यानी कि उसकी 50% यानी ₹50 ज़्यादा होगी, तो A की सैलरी हो जाएगी ₹150. नाउ वी हैव टू फाइंड कि B की सैलरी A की सैलरी से कितनी कम है. तो B की सैलरी हम क्लियरली देख सकते हैं कि ₹50 कम है, क्योंकि B की सैलरी ₹100 है और A की सैलरी ₹150 है. तो इन दोनों की जो सैलरी का डिफरेंस है वो है ₹50. Therefore the percent by which B's salary is less than A's salary will be equals to ₹50. That is the increase value, that is A की सैलरी B की सैलरी A की सैलरी से कितनी कम है वो हम ऊपर लिखेंगे, दैट इज ₹50. अब यहाँ पर हमें कैलकुलेट किसके रिस्पेक्ट में करना है. हमें क्वेश्चन में पूछा है कि B की सैलरी A की सैलरी से कितना % कम है, तो हमें कैलकुलेट करना है A के रिस्पेक्ट में. तो हम नीचे लिखेंगे सैलरी ऑफ A, दैट इज ₹150. हमें जब भी किसी वैल्यू के हमें जिसके भी रिस्पेक्ट में कैलकुलेट करना होता है हम उस वैल्यू को हमेशा नीचे लिखते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल हमने इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज % फाइंड करने के लिए नीचे इनिशियल वैल्यू लिखी थी. हम हमेशा इनिशियल वैल्यू पे कैलकुलेट करते हैं, क्योंकि हमें पता करना होता है कि इनिशियल वैल्यू से कितने % इंक्रीज हो गई. यहाँ पर हमें कैलकुलेट करना है कि B की सैलरी A की सैलरी से कितना % कम है. तो हमें A के रिस्पेक्ट में कैलकुलेट करना है, तो A की सैलरी हम नीचे लिखेंगे into 100 to convert it into percentage. So it will be equals to 0 will get cancelled by 0 and we can cancel it by 5 3 times and it by 10 times. So it will be equals to 100 by 3%, or we can write it as 33 1 by 3%. So this B's salary is 33 1 by 3% less than A's salary. Next question, if 41% of a number is less than 76% of the same number by 105, what is the number? Now in this question it is asked that if 41% of a number is less than by 76% of the same number by 105, then we have to find the number. तो see it is clearly given that कि अगर हम 76% निकालें किसी एक नंबर का और उसी नंबर का हम 41% निकालें तो उन दोनों का डिफरेंस कितना होगा, यानी कि उन दोनों में कितना अंतर है, 105 का. सो वी कैन राइट सिंपली इट इन मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म एज that 76, first let us assume the number, let the number be x. So according to the question, 76% of the number that is x minus 41% of the same number that is x is equals to 105. See, 41% of a number is less than 76% of the number. यानी और कितना है दोनों का डिफरेंस 105. तो पहले हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे 76% कितना है, उसमें से माइनस कर देंगे 41% ऑफ द नंबर. तो इन दोनों का डिफरेंस हमने फाइंड कर लिया जो कि हमें वैल्यू गिवन है 105. सो फिर विल जस्ट फॉर्म दिस इक्वेशन एंड सिंप्लीफाई इट. नाउ 76% of x minus 41% of x is equals to 105. Now here we can apply the converse of distributive property. You can see that x is getting multiplied by 76 by 100 and here also x is getting multiplied by 76 by 100. So we will take 76 upon 100 minus 41 upon 100. We know that a into b minus c is equals to a into b minus a into c. Here we have just applied the reverse of distributive property. Here I have taken a common and b minus c, which was in distributive property we use this a into b and a into c, and the sign which is in the middle of both these number remains as it is. Here also the sign in the middle of both these number has been taken as same and x is taken common. Now it is equals to 105. 76. Now here the LCM is same, so we can just simply subtract the number. 76 minus 41, x is equals to 105. 76 minus 41 is equals to 35 upon 100. X is equals to 105 and x will be equals to 105 into 100 upon 35. Now it will be get cancelled by 35 3 times. It will be equals to 300. So the number is 300. Next question. In an examination, it is required to get 45% marks to pass. A student got 138 marks and failed by 15%. What were the maximum marks? See, in this question, what are the important points? In an examination, it is required to get 45% of marks. But the student got only 138 marks. And he got failed by 15%. So we can say that we can say the percentage of marks required was 45%. He got 138% marks, he got 138 marks and he got 15% less marks, or we can say he failed by 15% of marks. That means he needed 45% of marks and he has got 15% of marks. So that means he has got 45% minus 15%, that is 30% of marks. Let us assume that total marks be X, then 30% of the total marks he has got, that is 30% of X is equals to 138. So 30 upon 100 into X is equals to 138. So X will be equals to 138 into 100 upon 30. 0 will get cancelled by 0. 3 will cancel it 46 times and X will be equals to 460. That means the total marks was 460, which we have assumed. Since we have assumed that total marks are X, so total marks was 460. Next example, an alloy is made of 25% zinc, 30% copper and rest being nickel. Find the mass of nickel in 720 grams of alloy. It is a very good question. Here an alloy is a mixture of different metals or non-metals. Here this alloy is made up of 25% zinc, 30% copper and rest is nickel. So there are three metals of which this alloy is made up of, and we have to find the mass of the nickel if the total weight of the alloy is 720 grams. Now see the alloy is made up of zinc, copper and nickel. Zinc is 25%, copper is 30%. Now how can we find the percentage of nickel? Now let us assume if the alloy is total 100%, then out of this 25% is zinc, 30% is copper. So nickel will be 100 minus 25 plus 30. That will be equals to 45%. Now if the total weight of the alloy is 720 grams and we know that 45% of the alloy is nickel, then 45% of the total weight of the alloy, that is of 720 grams, will be nickel. So nickel will be 45 upon 100 into 720 grams. It will be equals to 0 will cancel by 0, then can cancel it by 5 2 times and it by 9 times. It will get cancelled by 36 times, and 36 into 9 will be equals to 324 grams. So the nickel is 324 grams. Next example. In a sale, a cloth merchant reduce the price by 15%. If the reduced price of a suit is rupees 3,400, then we have to find the original price. Now see in this question, in a sale, a merchant reduces his price by 15%. That is, he has decreased the price by 15%. Now if the reduced price of a suit was rupees 3,400, then we have to find its original price. यानी कि 15% रिड्यूस करने के बाद जो प्राइस है वो है 3,400. तो हमें पता करना है कि ओरिजिनल प्राइस क्या होगा. नाउ लेट अस अज्यूम दैट now we can say that the reduce in the price was 15% of the original price. Therefore reduced price will be 100 minus 15% of the original price. सिंस क्योंकि रिड्यूस्ड प्राइस हमने रिड्यूस कितना किया 15% किया. मान लो अगर टोटल 100 रुपये होता तो 15 रुपये हमने डिक्रीज कर दिए, तो हमने कितना पे किया, हमने सिर्फ पे किया 85% ओरिजिनल प्राइस का. इट विल बी इक्वल्स टू reduced price. Now the reduced price, we know that the reduced price of the suit is rupees 3,400 and it is equals to 85% of the original price. Let us assume that the original price be X. So 85% of the original price will be rupees 3,400. 85 upon 100 of x, that is into x, is equals to rupees 3,400, or x we can write is equals to rupees 3,400 into 100 upon 85, which will be equals to rupees 4,000. So the original price must be rupees 4,000, and after reducing it by 15% we give rupees 3,400 as the reduced price.